So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
Gamers, hello and welcome to the speed run of Sleeping with a Nightlight, featuring Doki Literature Club. I'm the Game Faerie, and welcome to the Game Faerie Podcast, where I play great games for on the go. And we are back indeed. On the last episode, we saw how Monica spoke to the class so beautifully and eloquently. Wow. And now it's Yuri's time to go next. Grab your blankies, y'all. This one might get a little scary. I'll go next, Yuri says. Wow, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden, Sayori says, bopping up.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri! Sayori cheers on. It's called... After image of a crimson eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes, and we see Yuri, her eyes closed, a focused expression. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside of her head. Suddenly, she's finished,
and we see Yuri's purple eyes have popped open.
Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding.
Okay, Link with a slow clap. We love it.
Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves.
Yeah, let's go, Yuri!
It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat.
We see Yuri dart off screen with a quickness. Yuri, that was really good, Monica says. Thank you for sharing. Yuri is silent.
Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay. Sayori smiles. I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one's called My Meadow, a giant smile. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori.
It's a lot harder than I thought. Sayori puts her hands down. How did you guys do it so easily? Monica pops in, her finger pointed. Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through.
Okay, Link the poet.
Sayori finishes and we applaud.
Yeah! I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Link liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori, Monica says. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing on that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Her fingies pointed together. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have that much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki?
Don't make me go before Link. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Link lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it.
Natsuki? Sayori looks concerned.
It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. And we do see all four girls staring wide-eyed at Link. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing, Monica says. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah.
I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... Well, why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting, Monica calls back.
Natsuki visibly frustrated.
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds.
Yeah, Natsuki!
She huffs back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Natsuki's arms crossed.
Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people?
I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want in front of other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just It's just embarrassing.
That's a surprise, Natsuki, Sayori says. I think it would be the other way around for me.
Well, that's just how it is. So?
Well, I guess in that case, Monica interrupts, you won't have much to worry about the festival. That said, one hand on her hip, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. A finger pointed. Make sure to pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of what time you'll be reciting.
Jeez. I should probably find some other poems to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. Monica bends slightly. It makes me really happy.
Yeah. No problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll practice planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait, Sayori chirps. I can do this, Yori says, facing away.
All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. Pa! If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Sayori bounces.
Look at you two, always going home together like that,
Natsuki says. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Monica chimes in.
Geez, guys. Don't make such a big deal of it.
It must be a little nice, though, Yori says.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Link. You don't have to say it.
Whatever. Let's go already.
Okie dokie, walking home with Sayori. Doo-doo-doo.
I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sayori is quiet. Sorry, I was spacing out, her eyes wide. No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayori's cheeks red.
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do? A simple smile.
What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here.
Heat in Sayori's face.
Well, in gamers we have two options. I would walk home with Yuri, or I would still walk home with Sayori. Can't I walk home with them both? Do they live on opposite sides of town? Ooh, this is weird. So if Yuri asked Link, I'm gonna say I would still walk home with Sayori. Yeah. Sayori? You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Sayori read once more. But, she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you really seem to like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Link.
You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it. So...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time?
What in the world? Okay. It seemed like the screen was like flickering. I thought we were going to get a jump scare. Okay, so Link is snug as a bug in a rug, notebook open, ready to get going. So let's go ahead and write this poem. Word number 1, headphones. Cheer, peaceful, anime, broken, breathe, hopeless, together, adventure, imagination, peace, disarray, memories, lazy, fantasy, pleasure, clumsy, warm, comfort, and 20 out of 20 will be fun. I feel like last time 20 out of 20 was fun. Oh. And we are back in the classroom. We see Monica standing in front of us, a sad expression. Oh man, I'm the last one here again.
Don't worry, I just walked in too.
Were you practicing piano again? Yuri wonders. Yeah. You must have a lot of determination, a smile. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. Yeah! And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help me out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival! Natsuki pops up, a big cheesy smile on her face. It's gonna be great! Monica is confused. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious foods.
You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Did you eat Sayori, Natsuki?
Monica, don't they have fried squid?
Squid? Monica questions. That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? What does that mean? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Mon-ika. Monica blushes. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Natsuki is confused. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Yuri speaks up.
Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing.
Are you good, Sayori? What's going on?
I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face.
And we see Sayori with a spaced expression. Her eyes wide.
You're spacing out again.
Sorry. She smiles awkwardly. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything all right?
Oh, of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? And she closes her big blue eyes.
Sayori shows a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Well, all right. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers on her desk.
Don't mind me, I'm Monica. Link, what's up?
Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber band eraser up and down her desk.
Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Link. A smile. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she seemed really dismissive. Sorry, I know, not your problem. I just wanted to ask you if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
What?
Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she was just having a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest.
Person of interest?
Not the POI.
What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Link.
Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been so much happier ever since you've joined the club. It's like an extra light that was turned on inside of her.
What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been.
You're so funny, Link. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. Monica stares at Link. I've said too much. A bead of sweat on Monica's cheek, embarrassed. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now.
All right. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk, and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica.
Ooh, and gamers? I know, I'm actually gonna end this episode here. You have to tune in to the next episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. I am really enjoying reading through this game, and I don't know where it's going to go, where it's gonna end, the stops we're gonna take. So definitely buckle up and hit that subscribe button, gamers. Hit that subscribe button, and you can get the audio-only portions of this gameplay on Spotify and Apple, the Game Faerie Podcast. If you are over on Spotify, make sure to rate the podcast 5 stars, gamers. Give me some stars, please. Also, make sure to comment down below. This was kind of a tamer episode, so maybe this is a good time for y'all to tell me your favorite club member. And of course, I hope that you're having a good day, a good night, a good time. And I will be talking to you gamers real soon with some more content. Bye gamers. Meow.